Before getting into this video, I would like to give a huge shout out to ClaicYuzolt. Without him, I wouldn't even have considered trying to figure out a way to translate mobile games, let alone figure out a way to translate nearly everything live on your desktop. So, before anything, I want to give a shout out to ClaicYuzolt. Make sure to go follow him because he does a lot of mobile game strategy guides and reviews and everything mobile game that if it's worth playing, Claic has done a video about it. So make sure you go follow him. Hello, DeadBurgerKing here. Back with an update video for my live translations video. There has been a few updates to Google Translate, as well as a few questions and comments I'd like to address. Before I get into that though, I'd like to apologize for not streaming or making any videos lately. I've been dealing with some personal issues that have kept me away. I'll go into that at another time. Right now, let's focus on this video. And before I get into that though, make sure to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch, as well as subscribe and like this video if it's helped you. Right now, what I'm going to do is I am going to use websites with various languages, with a few different languages, to use as an example for addressing some of these comments and questions. Now, I know browsers have in-app translations that automatically translate for browsers. I know that, but I'm just using them as an example for other forms of media that some of you would like to translate. For example, I don't have the PSP emulator or international flash games, so I am using a browser as an example. The browser could be literally anything. It could be a visual novel or a flash game or a PSP emulator or other emulators and ROMs. Imagine the browser window as the specific thing you personally would like to have translated. I am not translating the browser window specifically to translate a browser window. I am using the browser window as an example for whatever you would like translated. With that in mind, we're going to move forward assuming that the browser window is anything that you personally would like to have translated, because this can work with literally anything. Okay, so we're going to move forward now, and I will start addressing some of these questions and comments. So Brave Rabe 7567 asks, so I know this is for gaming, but will it also work with, let's say, other types of Japanese literature? As you can see, I have a Japanese website open, and you can see it translating perfectly fine. Now, the thing of it is you might need to increase the text size if Google Translate is having a hard time translating whatever it is you need translated. That is one of the big issues you might come across, is text might be too small. So let's shrink the size, shrink the text a bit here. Well, alright, so yeah, it's starting to struggle a little bit to translate here. So if the text is too small for Google Translate to pick up, it won't translate very well. In which case, you need to increase the text size. You might have to experiment a little bit and find out what size will get Google Translate to start translating properly. But if you are having difficulty try increasing the text size. And also, a big issue a lot of people had was the fact that up here it says Japanese to English. By default, it starts out with English to Japanese. That's not going to work because you're trying to translate a different language to English or whatever it is you need translated, right? So it's not going to translate Japanese to English if you have it to English to Japanese. You need to have the language that you want translated in the first slot. You don't want to go English to Japanese. You want to go Japanese to English. Okay, so make sure that that is in the proper order. Whatever language that you want translated needs to be in the first slot. And then whatever language that you need it translated to needs to be in the second slot. So in this particular case, it's Japanese to English. All right. If we wanted to do, say, English to Mongolian, that's how we would do that. If we wanted to translate English to Mongolian, then we want to select English in the first one and Mongolian to the second. But that's assuming that you speak Mongolian and need English translated. So I just wanted to clarify that because a lot of people had problems with that. So what we're doing is Japanese to English. And boom, we're getting Japanese translated to English. Alright, so yes, Brave Rave 7567, this will work for other types of Japanese literature. James Andrex 9150 asks, does this solution work to translate Flash games on Google sites? Can we use Google from LD Player? Sorry for my bad English, I'm French. Hello from France. Bonjour. Yes, this will work to translate Flash games on Google sites. As you can see, I have the browser open, translating random Japanese text from Japanese Yahoo. Japanese Yahoo. So yeah, it will work. Bundo-140 asks, does this only translate stuff that is used inside the emulator? Like, can I use this to translate on my browser or my ROM games? Yes, you can use this to translate browser and your ROM games. You can use this to translate anything. So long as Google Translate has a language that you're trying to translate, and Translate can see what you're trying to translate, and you have the language that you need translated downloaded, it can translate anything from anywhere. It can translate. At TRN_BossXCCX7364. Does this work on PC browser games? Yes. At SoulCrusher250S, is it possible with a Flash player game in Russian though? Yes. You can do this with browser games in Russian, yes. Let's see here, we'll go ahead and change this to Russian. Capture screen. Russian to English. And there you go. Again, this is just a regular browser page, but so long as the dialogue is big enough for Google Translate to pick up and you downloaded the Russian language pack, yeah, you can totally use this to play a Flash player game in Russian. At Austin Torrance 5600, I know this is old, but can I use this for the PSP emulator? Yes. Pretend that this browser page is your PSP emulator window. And yeah, I mean, like, if you're playing a Russian PSP game, this is what it would look like. But I'm guessing you'll probably be playing a Japanese PSP game, in which case, assume that this Japanese browser page is your PSP window. And there you go. Assuming that this browser page is your PSP emulator window, the browser is your PSP emulator window. You can see it would clearly work. At Renegration Odeon Sun Jr. 9078. Does it work on PPSSPP? Refer to the previous question and answer. But short version, yes. And at Freequeese, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. This is a great find, friend. I do have one small problem though. When I hover my window to capture the Japanese text, it seems like it processes the text, but the output is extremely blurry on my LD player. Do you have any idea why the translation seems to be extremely blurry? Can't even read it. It also seems fine with translating English to Japanese. Well, the issue you could be having here is either the language that you need translated hasn't been downloaded, or there's an update that you need to download, or the translator is having a hard time seeing the dialogue that you need to have translated. In which case, you would need to download the pack that you need to translate, or make the text that you need translated bigger and more clear. When it's blurry, it means that Google Translate is having a hard time picking up the characters that you need translated. So either make the text bigger, or make sure that you have the pack that you need translated, the language pack that you need translated downloaded. At PPHP809, dude, you saved my game. Is it possible to customize the blue pop-up? I would like to remove the thick blue area, or at least change the color. Sadly, no. As far as I know, there's no way to change that. Sorry. At Dante44 says, my Google Translate just won't work with the camera no matter what I've done, but other apps work fine. It shows two cameras just like you, but it's always grayed out and says camera function isn't supported on this device. Well, luckily for you, there's been an update to Google Translate. You no longer have to select your camera. In the previous video, you had to select the camera 2 or whatever camera you don't have. So that way it'll pop up asking you to capture a screen or use a camera. You no longer have to do that. It will automatically pop up the app is requesting camera permission, in which case you can select capture a screen. So you no longer need to worry about which camera you need to select. So you don't need to go in the settings and change your camera anymore, which is really nice. So just download the language pack that you would like to have translated, and once it's downloaded, just hit camera and boom, capture screen. At Lord Ghoul ZZZ, hello, everything seems to work fine for me, except that when the screen capture detects the language, it grays out, as it should, but it just doesn't translate. Can you help? So basically what it's doing is trying to translate, but either A, you don't have the language pack that you need translated downloaded, or there's an update for that pack, or the text that you're trying to translate isn't clear enough for Google Translate to pick up. So either you have to make the text bigger, or you can highlight it so that way it's the background's darker and the letters that you want to translate are more clear for Google Translate. Or you could try wiggling around the box a bit, because sometimes that does happen where the dialogue is just going to be blurry and you can't see it, so you need to readjust this box to kind of get it to pick it up again. So, like, just kind of move it off to the side until you see the translation disappear, or any attempt to translate disappear, and then move it back. Sometimes it has a hard time picking up the characters, but most of the time it's because the letters aren't clear enough for Google Translate to pick up. See, like, it's not properly translating because it's too small. And you can see, like, right here, it's not translating that at all, but it's blurry. It's because the Google Translate can't pick up what you want translated. So you need to make the text bigger and more clear. Boom. So that might be the issue, is the text might be too small. Or just not clear enough for Google Translate to pick up. And Simple Simon says, I'm about 3/4 of the way there, but both Translate and Lens put my camera/screen at 90-degree vertical, and I can't figure out how to make it landscape. That is a LD player issue. So what you would want to do is go into the LD player settings, go into other settings, and click on forcibly lock landscape and enable that. At Derakino999 says, hey bro, I just tried doing it, but right when I try to tap the camera option on Google Translate app, it tells me there was no camera detected. How can I fix it, please? Again, you could just click on the camera now. It should just pop up this box asking capture screen or turn on camera. In which case, you would just click on capture screen. So that issue should be fixed now. But if you still have this issue, let me know in the comments and I'll do what I can to help you. At CN Odyssey says, wonderful, but can you explain how to translate but without the appearance of the mobile emulator? For example, you put the box and translate for you on a second screen. For example, the mobile screen is possible. Okay, so the CN Odyssey is asking about dual monitors. And you can do this with dual monitors. Alright, so I have my second monitor up on the screen so you can see it. You can see my Streamlabs desktop here. This will work with dual monitors. You could just have Google Translate on one screen and whatever you need translated on the other screen, both in full screen. And then just do capture screen and move this little bar around to whatever you need translated. This will work with single monitor or dual monitor. So this will work beautifully with dual monitors. In fact, it'll work even better in dual monitors. That way you can, enjoy whatever game or application you need translated. You can run it in full screen while translation is running on full screen on the other monitor. So, yeah, this will work really well in dual monitor. But again, if you don't have dual monitors, it's not absolutely essential that you have two monitors to do this. You can do it with one monitor. At Saifu, oh man, I am so sorry. I'm gonna butcher your name. At Saiful Mazlan 4146. Anyone knows how to do the same thing as the video for BlueStacks? You can't. BlueStacks does not have this feature. It will not give you the option to capture a screen on BlueStacks. So this option is only available on LD Player 5. That's another issue some people have had. They downloaded the wrong version of LD Player and it wouldn't work on the newer version of LD Player. You do need LD Player 5 for this to work. So make sure you downloaded the right version of LD Player and not the newer one. It's LD Player 5. At Lack of Reason 722, love the name. What if you accidentally chose camera options? I can't go back to capture options, so yeah. That should be fixed with this update of Translate. No matter what the camera you choose, it will always pop up giving you the option to capture a screen. So the settings now, the three bars for the menu is gone. So what you do now is click on your profile picture, your Google profile picture. Settings is buried underneath there. You click on that, and then you can, nope, not data usage. You can select camera and then do auto camera 1 or camera 2. Even though I selected camera 1, it's still popping up giving me the option capture screen or turn on camera. So we'll go back and change the settings. Go to camera, and we'll try camera 2. Go back. Camera. This app is requesting camera permission, capture screen or turn on camera. So no matter what the camera you choose, it will always pop up asking you to capture a screen or use a camera now, which is really nice. So you no longer have to worry about that. It'll always ask you if you want to capture a screen or not. At K Gregorius 8550. Hey, some help if you're able to. I don't see the 3 white bars that are in Google Translate for LD Player. I don't know why. Can you help at explaining where else it may be? Refer to the previous question. The 3 bars were replaced by your profile picture. You can just click on that and go into settings and the camera, but again, it no longer matters because clicking on camera, you'll always get this option regardless. So, hope that helped. Oh boy. At Hawaii UTV, I am sorry. Again, I'm butchering a lot of these names and I apologize. Hello, I'm stuck at the stage of logging into Google Store before downloading anything. Any tips? You might have to go download the updates for Google Play Store. That you can find videos on how to do that on YouTube. You need to actually go into your emulator's browser and download, look for the Google Play update and download files through there. I really can't remember how to do that. It's been a really long time, so you might have to look that up somewhere else. I'm sorry, but there's plenty of YouTube videos explaining how to get Google Play to work on emulators. So yeah, you can probably easily find out by Googling your specific issue. I'm sorry I can't be of more help to you. At D King Fisher. Oh man, this doesn't seem to work anymore. I can't find those same options. If you're referring to the camera options, you no longer have to worry about that because it will automatically pop up now. At Cara Scaro Scavaldo, it didn't work here. The camera option is disabled. You shouldn't have to worry about that anymore. Hope this helps. At at Madizahali 8041. I apologize. I am so sorry. I definitely butchered your name and I apologize. Hello, nice video. Thank for help me. Any video for translate audio language. I heard to watch movie drama. Help me, please. I think the best option for you would be to learn the language that you want translated. even if there is a way to translate audio language, which there might be, you might be able to find an app to help you with that. But that would also mean you would have to pause every single line to feed the line into the translator to have it translated. You would have to do that for every single audio line. And so, yeah. I think your only two options is to find it with subtitles or learn the language that you want to translate, because like I'm sure there's a way to translate audio language, but it would be a huge pain in the ass. But good luck. At Skills9508, you can't open the camera. That should no longer be an issue now. Hope this helps. At Breeze5459, is this still working? I don't know, let's find out. Capture screen. We got Japanese, English. Mariko Hayashi, chairman of Nihon University, will hold a press conference from 3 p.m. on the 8th. I do believe it's still working, yeah. At Mariasafu3, I apologize if I butchered that. The capture resolution is bad and can't read small text. I addressed this earlier. You're going to have to increase the size of the text in whatever it is you're trying to translate. If it's the LD player translation that you're having an issue with, you'll have to go into the LD player settings and you can change your resolution from there. Also, what you could do with LD player is just hover your cursor over one of the corners on LD player and just make it bigger or smaller or bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger, bigger, smaller. So, yeah, if the issue is with LD player, you can easily change the size like that, or you can go into the settings up here and change your resolution in advanced settings. At the crew to Allegoria 472. Hello, are you alive? I hope you are fine, thank you. I am alive. Wait, hold on, checking my pulse. Yep, there's a pulse. I am alive. Thank you. And yes, I am doing great. Thank you very much. You are awesome. Thank you for that. I hope you have a great day. I do believe that is all the questions and comments that I needed to address. I think I covered everything that needed to be covered since the updates. So if there's any other issues that you're having or you need troubleshooting, please let me know in the comments below and I'll try to help you the best I can. I do have how to get these live translations on your PC in another video. So if you're curious how to do that, make sure to go back and watch the other video. I'll link it at the end of this video. If either of these videos helped you, please consider giving a like and subscribing. And if you haven't already, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. The links will be scrolling down below somewhere. I think it should be also in the description, I believe. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope this video has helped. I hope to see you guys again really soon. I'm going to be starting my Mega Dimension Neptunia V2 playthrough. I'm going to be continuing that soon, so keep an eye out. If you like weeb stuff, make sure you give a follow and a like, and join me on Twitch. I will be going live with more Mega Dimension Neptunia Victory 2 soon. So keep an eye out for that. And thank you for watching. Have a great day, morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. I hope you have a great one. Take it easy. Bye. Love you.